Hi there, we are back with a Malifaux battle report in stop motion. In this match we are setting up in standard deployment. With the main strategy, recover evidence. When you kill an enemy model, they will drop a strategy marker. You can make an interact action to claim that marker, and the one with the most markers gains a victory point at the end of the round. The Bultungin is interacting to make the Malisaurus Rex move forward. That makes it the gremlin's turn to activate the model.
LaCroix Raider. Rugaru.
With an intimidating roar, the Fae is moving the Malisaurus Rex 6 inches forward.
LaCroix Raider. Rami LaCroix. Rugaru.
With an intimidating roar, this model is forced to run down from its elevated position.
Raphael LaCroix.
Raphael gives the upgrade leg spring to Francios.
Killjoy. François LaCroix. Ophelia LaCroix.
Killjoy dying on round 1 is a little bit too fast, and hopefully Faye will be able to make a turnaround in the match. Ophelia is imitating Francois' shooting attack.
Malisaurus Rex. Pierre Ravage. Erimantian Boar. Young LaCroix.
Last action raid remnant, but it fails.
Titania Autumn Queen.
She is issuing a command to make this model interact with the strategy marker. Then issuing a command again on Malisaurus Rex, but the action fails. Last action Queen's Domain, creating a underbrush marker.
Crucible.
That ends round 1, where Neverborn have definitely received more damage than the Gremlins. However, they score for the main strategy and are in the lead in victory points, so maybe there's a comeback potential.
Round 2.
Malisaurus Rex.
So that was a sad activation for the Malisaurus Rex to have inbuilt trigger Tear of a Bite, and as the enemy shielded Fate twice to make both massive jaws attacks miss, the big dino didn't heal anything.
Ophelia LaCroix. Rugaru. François LaCroix.
He first walks, then interact with the hopes to gain a victory point at the end of the round.
Rugaru. Ophelia LaCroix.
Last action giving Pere the upgrade leg spring.
Erymantian Boar.
The Erymantian Boar is resupplying these two cards back to its hand.
Pierre Ravage. Titania Autumn Queen. Young LaCroix.
Last action giving leg spring to LaCroix Raider.
Ultunjin. LaCroix Raider. Ultunjin. LaCroix Raider. Crucible.
So the game isn't over, only end of round 2, but my opponent playing Faye decides to concede here. Kin basically dominated this game from the start. Killjoy dying quite early was a tremendous impact. And at the beginning of round 2, where Kin sheeted Fate to make sure that the Massive Jaws attacks from the Melosaurus Rex both missed, meant that it couldn't heal up, and then Ophelia could just activate, sheet Fate or just attack enough to eventually make sure that the big dino took the 6 damage and died. The part where you actually get a negative flip on the attack against Melosaurus Rex did make a lot of attacks on the big dino miss, but if you just attack it enough, it will go down. And the big thing is that when Killjoy died, there was just like Melosaurus Rex was just alone and surrounded by tiny little gremlins. A big takeaway from this match is that Faye, in our analyze, advanced a little bit too fast forward early in the game before it could create enough underbrush markers to create concealment so that the shooting attacks would receive more negative flips. While Titania player also underestimated the shooting power from the Gremlin Kin family. And then maybe we actually misunderstood Ophelia's Intimidate, but it looks like she can just copy an attack action and basically attack 4 times in one activation. But, you know, let me know in the comments if we misunderstood this. There's a huge chance that more terrain would be beneficial for Faye too, but we believed or predicted that it would be a clunky match filled with underbrush markers all over the place. In the end, we only created 1. There actually was a misplay from Killjoy here, forgetting to discard a card to create an underbrush marker when it attacked with its chains on the enemy. There should have been an underbrush marker there, but in the end I don't think that would have helped out enough. I also want to give a highlight to Trixie Bell. She really performed in my opinion. Seeing her in action in the previous game when she actually was played in her original crew Mataket, having leap, having a huge range and don't mind me, and a punching attack felt like a very mobile scheme runner that could actually just fight on her own. So I decided to take her in this match too, and she did play a big part in this game where she interacted to remove a ski marker to prevent, because I predicted that Harness the Ley line was the one that Faye had chosen, as there were 2 ski markers on the center line. So yeah, I just activated her, used an interact action to remove that ski marker to prevent the possibility of Harness the Ley line from scoring a victory point, which did work out. So kinda short match, but I hope you enjoyed the analyze. In any case, the winner is Ophelia LaCroix. Now normally we are uploading in the last Sunday of every month, however, here are some news. We're moving. We're gonna pack up and travel really far with all our stuff, and we have to sell the apartment, which means there's gonna be people coming here to make photographs of it so we can put it up on internet and sell it, and there are gonna be people coming over here and looking at the place, and it needs to look tidy and clean, which means that my entire table with Malifaux, as you can see, can't be here. I need to remove it. Which is gonna make it really hard to like make stop motion these long games for a while. Therefore, I decided to go back to Henchman Hardcore for a while, as those games are faster to play, easier to edit, shorter, which means that I should be able to put up the entire gaming table, we should be able to have enough time to play the game, and I should have enough time to edit the game and take everything down in time to people basically coming here to look at the place. Once the apartment is sold, we can go back to the 50 Soulstone Malifaux matches again. So, hope to see you next month, last Sunday, with a Henchman Hardcore coming up.